may come back on later once the grooms have hosed them down, ensured that they're not stressed at all, and they may come back for a second half, but they will probably only play one jumper in the whole game, and that could be spread over some 15 or 20 minutes or even longer. So horse safety, horse welfare, very important. Okay, we're ready to go now. Players line up in centre field. Umpire Fergal will put the ball in, and it's caught up in the ruck. The number ones are trying to dig it out there. First one to it, there's Ed Bannereve, but coming in through there's the Porter. Henry Porter brings the ball down. In the back there is Jimmy. He puts it out towards the sideline. It's picked up eventually by Martinez. Martinez for the USA brings up the halfway, but it's turned around there nicely by Satnam Dillon. Satnam Dillon, it's nicely covered here by Jimmy Wright. Jimmy Wright for the USA brings it out towards the sideline. He gets a hell of a bump there from Porter, but it leaves it now for Viana. Felipe Viana, his shot is covered by Ed Bannereve. Little backhand down the boards, but sitting back nice and deep here. Here's Jesse Bray. First time we've seen him with the ball today. And he's Satnam Dillon's going to sit on him. But he drives up over the halfway. Nice little pass here. It's picked up by Martinez. Martinez shot hits a pony. Leaves it sitting there for Satnam. Satnam Dillon brings it around the corner now. In behind the pony. Now he unloads it into centre. Well, no, he doesn't. Hits a pony again. Who's first in there? And it looks like Jimmy Wright. Jimmy Wright's shot is covered there by Peter Webb. Peter Webb out to the sideline. They're trying to get England out of this defensive half. Nice whack out of the board. Now, who's going to be first one in there? Looks like Jesse Bray. Jesse backhand shot. Goes, gets a bit of length, but Pete Webb sees that one coming. He's got it nicely covered. He'll drive it across the field now. Has he got an England shirt coming there? No, he hasn't. He's got the United States, but he gets around that. Drives it forward now, and he's calling Ed Bannereve to go on, but he doesn't quite get the hit in. So, side relief, Felipe Viana. Viana around the corner, picks it up on the half volley. Now he'll drive it over halfway. Who's giving him the lead? It bounces up. Comes up to Jimmy Wright. It's stolen there by Satnam Dillon. He goes across the field with it now, but England can't get out of this defensive half. Looking to try and see the ball. He's playing a dribble shot with it over towards the boards. Just trying to settle things down a little. And well, it may have gone out, but I think there's been a whistle. The ball goes out over the boards. It doesn't really, there's no foul involved there. It just bounces out. The umpire calls the players to line up out in front. The number 2 for England. This looks good. Satnam Dillon. What's he going to do with this? He's going to just caress the ball down the ground. He's riding free. The Americans coming back in defence. Satnam Dillon, what's he going to do? This looks good for England. Can he fix it off? He's got to play a little chip shot back. He can't do it. Left it there. The number 3, Viana, sends it back. A lovely near side back shot. There are 4 main shots in polo. The near side shot, the offside forehand shot, and of course the near side forehand, the offside backhand. Very simple. We'll talk about them as the game goes on. The USA, the American team, on the attack. Viana just takes the ball forward, checks the pony back. We call that rating the horse, just rating the horse in speed. The player just leaps out of the saddle, steals the ball out from underneath the... Belongs to Alex Warner, and an Elston pony called Guess is the mount of Pete Webb. The penalty in favour of England. Webb, Jimmy Webb. Started playing his polo when he was 12 years old.
When I go back home, I was at the polo walk up.
A lovely sweet stroke of the ball. Drives it down about the 60-yard mark. Tracked there by America. Turned around. The first hooter sounds. You'll hear a lot of the hooter during the day. We're going to play 3-minute segments to allow the players to go off and play change their horses. And a wonderful goal, a huge goal for England at the dying moments, the halfway poised at this stage. England, 1 goal ahead. The Americans. So they come back, you'll notice after a goal is scored that the teams change ends.
Oh, okay.
That's just to ensure on a day when there might be a strong wind or a bit of rain or sunlight coming in on late in the day, that no advantage. So there is none here today. Beautiful breezy day. It's in play. It's ticked out there by Satnam Dillon. Dillon takes it out on the left-hand side. He'll try and find somebody running forward. No, he'll take it himself. And he gets another shot towards goal. Where's that one running? To the left of the post, I think. So USA will hit him from the back line. Jimmy Wright brings it forward. Doesn't get a lot of length on that. He tries to draw Viana to Porter, but Porter, he's hitting it up to Viana. Goes near the boards. Running hard to it. Satnam, no, it's going to be Jesse Ray, brings the ball out from the board. He's out on his own here. Who's he going to try and hit to? He's got all his team up in front. They can't quite pick it up. It sits bounce in there. And comes Satnam. Satnam can't get it either. Round goes Jesse again. But next one to it. He's going to need Felipe Viana, but maybe that old line was still there.
From England, who sits on the sideline. His decision is final if they go to him. Webb, the English number 4. Unloads the big one down the ground. He doesn't get the direction he would have liked. The ball's gone wide. He left goalpost from behind.
Horses' legs, 4 polo sticks and 4 heads to get past. So if he can get it in the air, that's the surest way of getting the goal. Here he comes.
Hi ladies, how are you?
He lost that beautifully and that's through the goal. So Pete Webb has...
They've changed side. England now heading towards the northern end of the ground.
That's a lot better now.
Umpire Gould. Hails from Queensland, very, very experienced polo player. Bowls the ball in between the two teams of players. The Americans trap it, take it out. Satton Dillon says, thank you very much. Can't do a great deal with it though. He takes it forward, the 2 number 2s go to the ball together, leaves it there for Webb. Track, USA, Philip. What's he going to do with it? He says, I think I can walk it. Has he got the horse to get around? I think he has. He's got to avoid the hook of the English number 3. Can't do much with it. The ball game perilously close to the goalpost. Sticks going to the air. Just to signify the umpire. They hit the eye at the line. The umpire had nothing to do with it. Webb comes around the corner. Grabs the ball. Says, let's get out of here. Goes towards the sideline. He's got the big one underneath his pony's neck. He hasn't got a number 1 running for him. He'll have to take the next shot himself. But I think the Americans have got it covered. The back shot for the... Jimmy Wright sends it back, just traps the horse, comes up with the English team once again. Look at the play from the Englishman, the near side play, can't do much with it, leaves it. The American number 2, Satton Dillon, he sends it back, an offside cut shot they call that, to the sideline. Webb settles things down, just turns the pony, just watching for his players, he dribbles it forward. Now he opens the shot, looks at the goalpost, just hits over the top of the ball, which means that the ball didn't actually get the direction or the length that he would have liked tapped. Once again, Satton Dillon says thank you very much. Plays the ball in the air, can't quite grab it, leaves it there. America sends the ball forward. Satton Dillon once again onto the near side. What Jesse Bryant should say, yeah, the blue hat. Puts it up, born in New Zealand, now plays all of his following in America. The ball sitting there. What a great play that was from the English team. Vian turns the play, comes around the corner, in the red hat. Now he's got the goal post, now he's got the play. Just hands the ball out from underneath the pony's own leg. It's been trapped and sent back to the board once again. Back to Ian and Philip.
Okay, they're all in play, and that's the first siren, so there's 30 seconds to go. And it comes out for Henry Porter to take it on the near side. No, it's bounced back. And there's Petey Webb now, pays the backhand shot for England. Satton Dillon turning up on this one. In comes Martinez. Martinez's shot is covered there by Henry Porter. Porter's shot takes it up towards the halfway line. Next one to it, I think, is going to be Martinez with the backhand. It hits a pony on the way through. There goes the siren to finish the first chucker.
I'll take that. Who's his working?
A special welcome to the President of the New South Wales Polo Association, Mr. Stephen Phillip. Great to see Stephen here supporting the Polo Championship. Play underway pattern.
Third chuck, second chucker, play commences at the centre of the ground. On the spot where the foul occurred at the Philip Vian. In the red hat, taps the court, unloads the big one down the ground. Henry Porter staying there with him. The ball continues down the ground, picked up by the back from America. That's Jimmy Wright sending it for him. Just didn't get the angle he would have liked. Came off the heel of his stick and hit the ball. England through their number 2. Satnam Dillon turns it around onto the near side. He's going to keep it on the board. It's very safe there. He knows he can't get hooked. Now a difficult play. He's got a player behind him and a player in front. He elects to go across the ground. He wants someone running down the ground. He has someone running down the ground. This is great play from England. It's the 3 passing to the 2. The goals are beckoning. This looks good. Can he convert? What do the goal umpires say? The ball's gone wide of the goalpost through behind. Great pressure from America. The ball placed on the back line. America through there. Number 4, Jimmy Wright, brings the ball in, unloads the big one towards the sideline. He takes the ball, or puts the ball in front of one of his own players, didn't score. This is great play from America. They're just going to show the Englishmen that what they can do, they can be equal to the pass, the back shot. The Englishman, Satnam Dillon, sends it back, looking for Peter Webb. It's to the far side, the number 1, Ed Bannerine says thank you very much. Looks for Satnam, he's playing in the number 1 position now. This is where the number 4 becomes very dangerous. This is Peter Webb at his best. Opens the shoulders, a lovely cut shot into goal. Put your hands together to score.
Okay, as they come back to centre field, Bird will put the ball. I'll tell you about the ponies when we get the next break, but it's dug out here by Martinez, and it's taken on the near side by Jimmy Wright, but it's picked up nicely there by Porter, I think it was. Anyway, Martinez is back there in the main position, but he can't get it. Now, riding around the corner is Jesse Bray. He goes around, no foul there, hits Jesse Bray, takes it forward now. A nice little pass up here to Martinez, he'll bring it in towards goal. He's going to get a hard ride here from Henry Porter, but he's got the next shot from here. Can he get it through the goal? No, he can't. The ones to breathe the sigh of relief this time, and they'll come in from the back line. Peter Webb doesn't bring the ball, trying to draw a player to him. Martinez has come close, but he's going to drive it out to the board. And it will be Jesse Bray who turns it around for the USA now. Under the pony's neck, drives it right down the centre. Will it get to Martinez? Martinez is going to have to come around on the near side. Picks it up, Pony treads on it. In comes Felipe Viana, and his backhand shot goes across the goal mouth. England, Peter Webb takes the ball out towards the corner. Well, nothing.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I didn't have
The second half of the second chucker. We'll start with a skip in, a knock in to the back line.
I've been in on, alright. Try to work out some of those guys and work in the association a bit. Usual challenges.
That's the force hit, is it? That's been sort of a 60-yard hit. Trapped there by England. Ed Bannerine sends the ball forward. He's got it down about, I think, the fourth play. Now he comes up with the play once again. The big bump. That is a huge bump. That is a massive bump. The American comes away with it. Perhaps Henry Porter. He's got the ball now. He's going to lead well out the centre. He's got to get around Jimmy Webb. He looks at the goalpost. This looks good for the USA. What's he done with it? He's put it between the posts. Great goal, USA, to score 3 goals to 1. Oh, sorry for America. That's right, I do apologise, but I was just looking at the shirts and...
Okay, we're underway again now, so from centre field, and it's picked up this time. Felipe Viana once again gets the big hit in. Running hard to it there is Jesse Bray. Bray will try and come around the corner, and he's hooked out of the play there by Ed Bannerine. And Pete Webb is there to play the back end. But there's that man Viana once again, drives it up into the scoring zone. But on the end of this one is Ed Bannerine. The young man playing number 1 for England. He's going to be hard bitten by Jesse Bray. Gets a backhand back into where it matters. But Peter Webb has read that beautifully. He'll sit out the back here, wait to see who's going to give him a run. Lets it go. And he's looking for Ed Bannerine, but sitting deep is Jesse Bray. Jesse looks over his shoulder. Where are you coming from, Ed? I'll take the near side. No, you won't. I'll get hooked out of it. But unfortunately, the whistle blows and the game will stop. So Pete Webb will look to loft it like he did for that last 60-yard penalty. Here he comes. Got it high enough, but not high enough. Ed Bannerine gets a stick to the ball, drops it on the ground. Can he spin it around to the goal? No, he can't. It's taken away here by Felipe Viana, and off towards the boards it goes. It bounces out past the 60-yard line. Out of the ruck comes Pete Webb. He's got a backhand on the near side from here. Runs it down the boards. Can he find Bannerine? He's He's there. Can he get the ball? No, he leaves it sitting there now for Satnam Dillon. Dillon will bring the ball forward, drops it down. Next one to it, I think, is going to be Jimmy. And he brings it up. Gets the USA out of that defensive area now, drives it forward nicely. Running hard kick though is Henry Porter. And he'll go, well, he can't get onto that one, so comes around now. Turned around there by Matthias Gonzalez. And Gonzalez's shot is covered by Satnam Dillon. Dillon will bring the ball around, and he's got England back on the attack now because he's got a nice lead here from, no, it's not Ed Bannery's right over in the centre. He'll be looking for him. There it goes. Doesn't quite get the legs on it though, but it's picked up nicely by Henry Porter. Porter will bring it down to the goal. Nice backhand by Felipe Viana. Bounce off the opponent. It goes the right way for them towards the boards. Pete Webb's there. Now, on to the boards. Pete Webb tries to bring it out of the traffic, but he's closely marked by Jesse Bray. Peter Webb just walking the pony up there. Jesse Bray comes in for, you're going to take it, I will, and he does, and he rolls the stick over and takes it up in the air, bounces a little awkward, he'll get the next shot in. He'll try and run it up the halfway on the near side, now in comes Satnam Dillon with the defensive backhand shot. That's gone up in the air and drops down. Turned up here by Felipe Viana. It's up to Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray, a little dribble shot with the stick now. He's hard ridden though by Ed Bannery. Cuts on the backhand shot in now. In comes Viana. So that's the halfway. No, that's the chucker. So we've got 30 seconds left. Can Viana get it into the goal? A cracking shot by Felipe Viana, but it's gone right across the front. So it's out in that back corner. Ed Bannery trying to clean it out. And the whistle blows. There's 7 seconds left in the chucker, so we'll see what happens. We'll start the next chucker with the horses here. But the standard is too good, they keep having to change their minds.
The game starts, the chucker starts on the spot with the final hooter went at the end of the last chucker. The score 3-1 in favour of England as the ball goes into the line-out, out of the line-out. Viana comes around the corner. He's got a very difficult play. He's got to get around quite a few of the English players. Can't do that. The ball's gone back. Turning around very, very quickly. Porter says thank you very much. Can't do much with it. Now he unloads the big one down the ground. Back in defence. The USA number 4, Jimmy Wright, goes for his tail shot. And that's just enough to upset the attack picked up by the USA there, number 3 Porter once again. That's the Viana once again. Sends it back. What a great shot that was. Now we're on the way. Jesse Bray says, I think we can get the goal, but back in defence, equal to the task. The Englishman, the number 4, sends it back. Peter Webb puts them on the attack. Up to his number 2. This is the number 3, I should say. This is a great piece of play. Porter's on the way. Now can he convert? He's been hard ridden from the USA number 4. He's got the better of it. He goes for his near side back shot. Comes underneath the pony's tail. Sends things out a hard way. The near side shot. Ed Bannery sends it back, hits the pony, picked up once again. His opposite number from America, from the USA. Now he unloads the big one. Hits slightly over the top of the ball. It doesn't matter, sends it up. He's got a number 2 in Bray up the front. Bray looks at the goal post. What's he done with that? That is a huge goal. USA, what a great goal. 3-2 as they come back to the centre.
And Gus Aguirre's Twiggy is the mount for Ed Bannery. So we're in play. Out of the ruck, it's Satnam Dillon with the backhand. Brings it back to halfway. Henry Porter's up there trying to keep the ball rolling for England, but he can't get hold of it. Felipe Viana, just a tap shot on the ball. It's enough for him to get possession of the next shot. He'll go over the halfway now. Now he's out on his own here. Pete Webb's coming across to keep him honest. Peter Webb gets in there and just taps a little ball, but it bounces out around beside his pony. Ed Bannery, nice backhand shot. Good defensive play by Bannery. Picked up by Henry Porter. No, he's hooked out of it there by Jimmy Wright. And the ball sits up in front now for Satnam Dillon. Now he doesn't play half shots, but this time the ball tricks him now, spins backwards. Turned around there by Jesse Bray. Jesse Bray's shot is going to be covered by Pete Webb. Felipe Viana just watching to see where he's going to hit it. He takes gets his pony in the way though, so it's Ed Bannereve has to play the offensive role for England here. Lovely little pass to Satnam. Here he goes now. He'll bring it up to the halfway. Back in defence goes Jimmy Wright. Wright looks over his shoulder. Where are you, Satnam? Not up to me yet, so I can play the backhand. Doesn't get a lower length though. In comes Porter. Porter, beautiful approach shot into goal. Right up into the scoring zone it goes, but Jimmy Wright equal to the task. Gets the stick, could take the length on it. Porter brings it in now. We're at the halfway mark almost this thing. Satnam Dillon on the near side. Can he run it into goal? It's running up, but it's running up left of the post. So it's a behind, no change in the score.
And they're one of our sponsors. They make internationally renowned ciders that are all natural. They've won best in class on 3 occasions in the Aussie Cider Awards. Play underway.
The back line, I think it was, they come in centre field. The USA. Tapping the ball through. Henry Porter playing with the ball. I think he might have lost it. No, he's still got. He's left it there. Left it there for the Englishman. Satnam Dillon sets things up. Now we're away. Coming forward. Looks like a very close goal. It's just going to cross the keeper goal out over the back line from behind. Ed Bannereve just couldn't get the back line from behind. The USA. Jimmy Wright. Lex to dribble the ball in there. He's looking for a running player. He can either go left or right. He's decided to go right, looking for Jesse Bray. He's found Jesse Bray on the grey horse, but unfortunately for England, their dependable number 4, Jimmy Wright, Peter Webb sends it back, hits a pony. He drops back into his own position, leaves it there. Viana. The ball bounces just out over the boards, where the umpire will once again call those players to line. The players line up, the umpire's very quick. Just to go back a little bit and get it, hits the pony on the way through. Leaving it there. The USA through their number 3, Viana sends it back down along the boards once again, looking for his number 4, Jimmy Wright, up in the number 1 position. He looks at the goalpost. Has he got the length? I think he's got the length, but I don't think he's got the direction. The ball's gone wide of the right goalpost from behind.
Pressure in the middle is that these both teams are trying to shut down their big hitters. Satnam Dillon, of course, has done a lot of damage in the games they've played. Jesse Bray's done the same, number 2 position for the US. Anyway, comes in now, and it's picked up here by Matias Gonzalez, who will play the backhand shot. He's trying to find Viana, but in drives Peter Webb. Peter Webb gets the ball going now. Jimmy Wright comes out, but here comes that man, Satnam, on the grey pony. What's a motor in this pony? He's got 4 or 5 lengths, but he's spread out to the right. Big angle shot required from here. Satnam pulls the brakes on. And just taps it around and I'll try and open these goals up a bit, so Jesse Bray comes in and says, I'll take you out of the way. Backhand there by Gonzalez. Now coming through Jimmy Wright, but no, it's taken away this time by Viana. Viana's shot is covered here by Ed Bannereve. Ed shot in and a goal. That's a cracking shot, but it's not quite got the right direction once more. Gilmore, and that is Henry Porter is riding that. And Pete Webb is on guess from Ellison. Okay, we're in from the back line now, and it's Felipe Viana for the USA. Just bringing the ball forward now, tries to draw a man in. Ed Bannereve comes in, so he unloads. So Viana unloads. Can he get it up to Jesse Bray? No, he can't. He can get it up to Satnam Dillon, who turns the backhand around now, bounces on the halfway line. And Henry Porter comes around with it, but Jimmy Wright sitting nice and deep there and just plays the backhand out towards the boards, and I think it might have gone over there.
10 seconds left in the chucker as the players line up once again. The ball into the line-up. The first hoot is going to sound in any second. Coming through very, very quickly. The Indians sends the ball down towards the USA goal batsman. Just look at the USA back. Jimmy Wright sends it across the ground. He doesn't want to hit the boards. He wants to get the ball down the far end as much as he possibly can. Leaves it there, sitting up, sending it back. Dillon puts it over the boards. The umpire's whistle is sound at the end of the England.
The USA half, we always refer to the defending side's half, so in it goes. And number 2s, it gets as far as them, but Ed Bannereve is the number 1 thing, and he gets the tap to the ball now. He gets off, clever play through the pony's legs. Up it goes now to Henry Porter. Porter, he doesn't get it on the near side, it's taken away there by by Jesse Bray, and he'll bring the ball under the pony's net. It's caught up out there on the boards, bounces out. Who's going to be... Satnam can't get that one. Viana gets a hold of it. Jesse Bray comes in. He'll try and roll the ball forward. Leaves it now for Felipe Viana. Viana takes the ball, and just in the slide it gets the bounces out. Jesse Bray chasing it down towards the boards, but Satnam's in there, but it's Ed Van Reeve who finally gets the stick to it. Leaves it there for Satnam now to hit the ball up towards the halfway line. Coming out of the ruck is Henry Porter. He'll be the first one to it, but he's going to be hard ridden here by Felipe Viana. And it's left sitting now for Jesse Bray. He can't get a stick to it, so it's turned around by Jimmy Wright. Jimmy Wright shot in the centre field. It's going to be a nice little pass actually to Jesse Bray. Bouncing for he gets it, picks it up on the half volley. Satnam on the near side. Now, Viana brings it across the halfway line, and the umpire's whistle blows. Felipe Viana will come in to take this 40-yard. Just watch the defending players. One of them might come out, and he comes. So he strikes it beautifully, but I think he struck it to the right of the posts. And so it'll be a hit in from the back.
Ball gone right at the right ball post. Coming in from the back line. England through their number 4. Peter Webb sends it down towards the halfway mark. Back in defence. I was going to say the American, because the Englishman just comes up with Ed Bennett. He can't do much with it. He's come up with the second shot, but unfortunately hits the ball on the boards. The umpires will call those players to line up once again. Bowls the ball in between the two teams. Down the line out. Just players going everywhere. See the two number ones, the number twos, the reds, the greens, the blue hats all together. The back shot from America turns around. Webb says, "Thank you very much for England." Now you hear the call. Yep, we want it up here. Just let him know that he doesn't look, he can hear them in America. Back by Gonzalez. No one's at home. Sorry, the USA. Back met by Webb. Webb says, "Thank you very much." Looks at the goalpost. Picked up by the English number 1. Can he do something with it? I think he has his foot straight. Right in the middle of the goalpost. The umpires will better just didn't have the wrist. The umpires have adjudicated. Penalty 2. Penalty 2 is 30-yard hit from goal. Now the captain has the choice to take the penalty on the spot where the foul occurred, or take it in the middle of the goal now, 30 yards out. Now, as Ian has already mentioned to you, we're still in imperial methods, imperial terms in polo. Where loads it up, puts it through the goalpost, up goes the flag, the score, 5-2 as the players.
Defensive pattern very well. So Satnam, Dillon and Jesse Bray, the two number 2s who've destroyed a couple of other teams in the future, just not getting the hits they'd like. Pickwick comes out of the ruck now, and from the back to the number 1 position, he'll run it in towards goal for England. Look at he got this pony galloping, climbing high in front, he runs it in. He's very, very accurate up around the goals, and he will... Well, I don't know what's happened there. It's been picked up and taken out towards the sideline. Sorry, it's Gonzalez leaves it there now for Felipe Viana, and out of the ruck comes Jesse Bray, riding this lovely grey pony. He pops it in on out the 60-yard line, turns it around again. Now here's a big chance for them. Back goes Ed Van Reeve, but he can't get on to Jesse Bray. Jesse's got it on the stick side, plays it on the near side, runs it through the goal, and from end to end go the USA, from the jaws of death to glory.
4. USA looking to make it 4-4 and 4. They've come back to the second. The centre once again, Tinkerbell, being ridden by Viana, not Olivia or Div as I said. Tinkerbell back in defence. The US, in attack. The USA defence. The Englishman can't do much with it. The USA through there. Number 4, Jimmy Wright just puts the ball wide of the goalpost for another behind. Very on the inside, had the better of the ride-off. He had his horse about 2 or 3 feet in front of the USA shoulder, which meant that to play the ball across the front of the 2 horses, he had to get way out. And remember that his stick could not travel past his own horse's neck, so he had a very difficult play. The ball over the back line, hit in by Webb for England, down to Viana. Viana for the USA, loads it up, frightens it, left it sitting there beautifully for the Englishman. Bill, what's he going to do with this? He's looking for a runner. He's got a runner. He sends it forward. Unfortunately, puts it onto the stick of Viana, who loads it up, sends it away to Webb. Webb on the grey. Watch Webb. He just scored the goal down the other end. Jesse Bray sends the ball down the other end of the field. He's just scored a goal at the other end as well. Leaves it up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez been hooked out of it. Jesse Bray looks at the goalpost, unloads the big one. What's he done with it? He's put it wide of the goalpost for a behind. The ball came off the heel of his stick. England through Webb, brings the ball, centre field, loads it up, sends it out to about the 80-yard mark. Picked up, I was going to say, by the American or the USA player, turning around. Vian sends it back, leaves it there.
There's an enormous hit with the ball if he gets onto it. So what's he done? He set Henry Porter out on the left-hand side. Satham Dillon's that side too. Ed Banner-Eve is going to come in and try and take a man out and block for him. So in comes Pickett. And he lets it go. He's got it going out on that left-hand side. It's going to go up to Ed Banner-Eve. Banner-Eve sneaks around Jesse Bray's pony, tries to kick the ball in play, but can't do so. It goes over the back line. So a little let off there to the United States, and they'll hit him. No, it's going to be Felipe Viana taking the hit here. And Felipe just trying to draw Henry Porter. He's got him there now, so he'll take the ball forward. Brings it up. Along the boards. There goes the ball to sound the half chucker. It's nice they're sitting here. Eventually, it's turned around by Henry Porter, but Felipe Viana picks it up, runs it into centre field, whistle blows. That'll end the half chucker. Every game we're playing here at the World Polo Champion, and the winning team decides which pony they think was the most valuable for them. Anyway, we're underway. Off the boards, it's going to be Jesse Bray with an inside backhand. Brings her into centre field. And he finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez taps the ball out.
Because he would have been quicker away with it when they would have been a bit more time, didn't they?
England through there. Number 4, Peter Webb sends it down the ground. That's a great shot from Webb, but unfortunately been trapped by USA. Onto the near side, hot spin, picked up. What a great call by Dillon. Take the foot, hits a pony on the way through, onto the near side. USA through there, through Philip Viana. Sends it forward. Now he comes up, opens the shoulders back in defence. Having a wonderful couple of games the last couple of days. Webb, very, very solid. Sends it back, hits a pony on the way, loads it up, has another go on the near side. His horse just runs over the ball, and this leaves it over to Viana, who puts the ball straight between the posts. Up goes the flag. The scores are level at 4 goals.
Basically, so let's just see what the tactics will be here. Whether they'll try and do something different. England might try and find Satnam. Anyway, out of the ruck, it's Pete Webb. Lays the backhand into the traffic. Now here's Felipe Viana once again. Viana just keeps control of the ball. Webb can't come in there just yet. He'll wait to see if he can get around on the inside. Oh, great shot by Felipe Viana. That's going up through the goal. Wow, what a couple of 30-second plays there. Won a couple of awards on them.
Yes.
Peter Webb playing for England was the best playing pony here yesterday on Romanella, which is also featuring again today.
Into the line out. Yep. I think may have just pulled the play up the ball. We didn't. No, it's still it's in the play. It's just sitting down there. Satnam Dillon sends it forward. Now we've got a bit of action on the play. USA through their number 4 sends it back. Jimmy Wright can't do much with it. It'll go on length, but yes, he did find his number 2. Bray sends it forward. Webb in defence sends it back once again. Just hits the pony on the way. Unfortunately for England, can't do much with it. Coming around the corner. Satnam Dillon unloads it down the ground. Gonzalez not quite out far enough to pick up the ball. I think the USA team might just let that ball roll out over the back line for a behind.
And of course, Ian, the excitement will continue at the end of this game. We've got activities on no less than 3 different venues. On the field we have fashions and polo. The celebrity stage, we have children's entertainment of the jitterbugs. And over at Legendary Field, we have a dressage exhibition. So plenty to do as well as have lunch before the grand final at 3 between Argentina and Chile.
The last 4 minutes. Webb I should say. Jimmy Wright comes round. The
team, in the England team. Satnam Dillon is riding James Lester's horse Merlin in this second half. Anyway, we're away now, and it's taken forward there by Felipe Viana, who did so much damage in that earlier chucker. Just tapped out though by Ed Banneree. Now Satnam Dillon elects to take it across to the boards. He'll just bounce it off the boards here. He'll get the next shot in. He'll go around the corner. That brings one USA player out of the play. Banneree has got him covered on the boards. Satnam's riding on his own here. Viana's waiting for it to come up. Satnam unloads, then on, hits Viana's pony and goes over the board. So he must like it because he's kept it the last. Owned by James Lester, the number one for Australia. Unfortunately slightly injured yesterday, but he's okay. Anyway, into the ruck it goes. Satnam is hooked out of the play. Ooh, a bit of a squeeze there. Penalty fight. And it's going to be taken by Felipe Viana. So still 3 minutes left in this chucker. Plenty of time for England to get the equaliser. But they'll need to get out of that half they're in now. In comes Viana. Viana takes the ball up over the halfway line. Satnam comes in. They meet the ball together. Viana gets the better of it, bounces out his way, takes into centre field, cuts under the neck from there, runs it down out to the right-hand side. Next one to it is going to be Jimmy Wright. No, so Viana gets in there himself. Brings the ball up, still in play. Hasn't reached the back line. Out of harm's way goes Henry Porter. Porter takes it across now for Pete Webb. Pete Webb under the neck from there. Straightens the ball up. Well, here come England. Look at Satnam out of the ruck. Jimmy Wright's back there, takes him out of the play. Jimmy Wright's got the near side shot. And he just gets a stick with it, bounces up high. In comes Viana, backhand. It hits Pete Webb's pony. Pete Webb can't see where the ball is, but Gonzalez can. Matias Gonzalez comes through, and in comes Satnam Dillon now. He plays the ball out for Henry Porter. Porter leans out over the pony's tail, gets it going forward. He's only got one man to beat, so he drives it down towards the goal now. Looking over his shoulder is Felipe Viana. Viana has the near side play from here, can't pick it up. Nor can Henry Porter. Who's first to it here? Coming in now is Jesse Bray. Bray, we haven't seen much in the last chucker or so, but here he is now, hitting the ball up to Felipe Viana. Viana will get the ball rolling up towards the halfway for the USA. He takes the ball round the corner, just settling it down. Look at the England side going back in defence there. They're all up in front. Pete Webb has got this one covered on the boards. He turns it up to Satnam Dillon. Dillon running hard to it now. Back there is Jimmy Wright, but the Dillon's going to get the first one in. Satnam Dillon brings the ball up. He'll try and run it himself. Jimmy Wright's there, but it doesn't get up to him. Satnam Dillon now, he's going to get squeezed up here by a USA shirt, but Dillon keeps control of the ball. Dillon runs it into the goal. Dillon hits the goal. And so we've got it all square now at 5 goals each in the fifth.
Wins the game. And I think the USA team and the English team would much rather have a goal scored as they come back to the centre. The umpire won't waste any time, puts the ball into play. We've got 60 seconds left, 40 seconds I should say left on the clock. The two number ones go to the ball together. Jesse Bray's in there as well, can't get a slice on the action, leaves it there. Webb opens the shoulders, sends it centre field. Looking for his number 3, but picked up. Look at this play. Picked up by Jimmy Wright. He sends the ball across the field. He rakes the pony back. Coming back in defence. Poorly. Can't do anything with it. Leaves it there. Viana comes around. Takes it around. Now he's got everybody where he wants it. Can he play it underneath his pony's tail? He's left it there. Frightened it. The umpire is just standing off, just to wait to see what happens.
Satnam Dillon's stick got caught up in the reins there, so he was out of the play for a bit.
It's okay. Things keep going. Webb sends it across to the far side of the field. It's the first two to sound. We've got 30 seconds. They've got 30 seconds to convert. The ball goes down the sideline. If it hits the boards, that will be the end of the chucker. The ball keeps going. Or they're going to keep playing. They are. They're going to play the chucker out around the corner. Viana. He's got the first shot, he's got the second, he's still got control of the ball. Now he's got everybody where he wants it. He's got to get the ball around the English player, but look at the play. That's a wonderful play from Porter. Sends it across the ground, takes the ball out of harm's way. At the end of the fifth chucker, the score, 5 goals apiece. Put your hands together. You've come to the polo. You wanted to see a close game, you've got one today. With Viana, and remember, for Jimmy Wright. Remember, this is a sudden death chucker. It might go for 7 minutes. It might go for 30 seconds. The ball into the blind. Out comes the first player, the Englishman. Leading at the, I think he's number 2, the back shot. Jimmy Webb says, thank you very much.
That's a great voice for the
Underneath the pony's tail. Sit him down. Just hits the pony on the way through, and the big shots. And Bray, what's he done with it? He's put it wide of the goalpost. That's the left hand goal. Peter Webb. There's a penalty, not a penalty, it's a knock-in from the back line. The umpire, I heard him call play. In comes the play. Remember, it's a sudden death chucker. The first ball, first team to score a goal. He hits the pony, turns around on his own shot. Now comes across the field, opens the shoulders, sends it across the ground, back in defence. Gonzalez can't get the hook on him. Webb settles things down. Just caresses the ball onto the inside, back in defence. The USA number 2, Jesse Bray, loads it up, doesn't get onto it, leaves it there. This is a great play from Porter. He sends it down the ground. He's just holding it. He actually played the ball into the player in front of him. The umpires won't worry about that, but coming up in defence, look at Webb. Can he control it on the near side? He's left it sitting there, saved by Gonzalez, who sends the ball out to the sideline. It's not sitting in front of the goal. Coming around the corner, Satman Dillon. This gets hooked out of the second shot, but leaving it sitting there beautifully for Viana, who takes it across the field, gets it out of harm's way, across the side. Well, probably won't hit the boards at this stage, but coming back in defence. The Englishman, Dillon, says, I can't get to the ball. He thought he was on the wrong side, turning around very quickly. Porter knows that he can't go to the ball, leaves it there. Gonzalez has got the play. Porter can't go in there. He crosses the line. He'll constitute a foul. The American number 1 has been called out by Viana, who says, leave it to me. I'll come in behind you. He sends the ball down the field to about the 68-yard mark. Forward's been met there by number 1 for England, Banneroo, who puts the ball out about the boards. Things settle down again as Viana goes to the play. Loads it up on the offside, up to his number 1, Gonzalez. Gonzalez has been stolen away by the Englishman. Number 2, Dillon, who puts it down about the centre field. Trapped by Porter, who sends it forth. And then it sends out to Webb, the number 4, in the number 1 position, playing a wonderful game. But look at the play from Bray. Mid-air brings the ball down, leaves it sitting there beautifully for Satman Dillon, who takes the ball to the 60-yard mark. He's got a very difficult play. He's got 2 Englishmen in front of him. He might have a whistle on the play. He was coming in. He played the ball right beside the USA player.
Across the goal mouth. They can't defend the goal. Pete Webb will just walk his horse in. Swing. Bang. Red flag, and England are the winners by 6 goals to 5 in a extra 6 chucker. So big hand for both these teams. They've come out here. It's just getting cool in the Northern Hemisphere. 2 Northern Hemisphere teams coming over here and playing in a 30-plus day. Didn't they go hammer and tongs? So there's plenty of other entertainment going on around the field.